Good evening. My name is Gino Granado, and welcome to Campus Nightly. Tonight, we'll be covering the U.S. preparing to send 4 astronauts to the moon, reports of the COVID-19 variant cicada in New Jersey, Stephen A. Smith's recent appearance at Seton Hall University, and the iHeartRadio Music Awards. We will also be joined by a special guest, Seton Hall student and entrepreneur, Jamie Simon, who recently started her own perfume company. This is Campus Nightly. A major NASA space mission is set to launch today called Artemis II. The Artemis program aims to send 4 astronauts to the moon and back. Anyone getting Fantastic Four vibes? This mission will be the first time NASA will send humans to space since Apollo 17 in 1972. The 4 astronauts include the commander Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, Christina Koch, and Jeremy Hansen. Other records that Artemis II will break include Christina Koch being the first woman to leave Earth's orbit, Victor Glover being the first person of color to leave Earth's orbit, and Jeremy Hansen being the first non-U.S. citizen to travel beyond low Earth's orbit. This will be a 10-day trip around the moon. Keyword around. The ship is not expected to actually land on the moon, but the 4 astronauts will take notes and scout the moon for life support, navigation, and communication from the moon and back to Earth. NASA project scientist states the main mission is to look, quote, for subtle textural differences on the lunar surface, color differences, and small flashes of light that are meteorite strikes on the lunar surface, end quote. Additionally, the mission will open doors to other missions NASA has planned, maybe a mission to Mars. Looking ahead to future missions, Artemis III is planned to take off next year, and Artemis IV is planned to take off in early 2028. Artemis IV plans to put people on the moon, something the U.S. has not achieved in decades. In state news, a new COVID-19 variant has been detected in New Jersey and many other states across the U.S. The strain first circulated in the U.S. since January 2024, but the first detection of cicada, also named as BA3.2, came in June 2025. And no, it's not the bug, nor did the variant come from the bug. With medical doctors working overtime to find new information about the disease, Robert H. Hopkins Jr. stated, quote, severe sore throat is being reported as a common symptom along with other typical COVID symptoms, end quote. As a variant of COVID-19, these reports certainly turned heads as symptoms include fevers, sore throat, headaches, loss of taste, and fatigue, amongst many more. Cicada was first detected in South Africa back in 2024, and recent reports state the variant has been identified in at least 23 countries. 3 adults and 1 child were hospitalized, but they all survived. If you are sick and think you have the variant, the CDC advises to stay at home and away from others. Immediately seek help from professionals by contacting hospitals, 911, or any medical professionals in your area. President Trump nor local politicians have commented on the variant yet, as it is still being monitored. Next up, I'm going to pass the mic over to Kia Colton for campus events.
Good evening, Pirates, and happy April Fool's Day. I'm Kia Colton, here to tell you about what's going on around campus this week, and that is no prank. This is campus events. As a reminder, the Seton Hall University campus will be closed from Holy Thursday, April 2nd through Easter Monday, April 6th. And of course, it officially reopens on Tuesday, April 7th. While campus may be closed, that doesn't mean there's absolutely nothing to do. On Thursday, April 2nd at 7:30 p.m., Seton Hall's Fashion Club will be hosting an embroidery night in Swartz Hall, room 101. Whether you have over 200 creative bones in your body or not even one, this will be a great opportunity to unwind before SHU is officially on Easter break. It's a great way to meet someone new who's just as creative or just there for the good vibes too. As someone who recently attended a Fashion Club event, I can certainly say it was really fun to attend. And although I didn't end up altering any of my clothes with a new fashionable twist, I did enjoy spontaneous painting and talking with other people there. Looking onward to April 7th, spring is almost in full swing. You can get your green thumb on with R.A. John Henry for a Start a Garden event taking place. It will be located at the complex outside of Sarah Hall from 5 p.m. to 6:30. Participants can get their start to gardening by planting a seed in their own pot they decorate. You can choose between either a flower or vegetable seed and grow it. I might not have grown that many plants as a kid, but when I did, it was definitely an awesome experience. Also noteworthy on April 7th, it's prep day for the Best Buddies Friendship Walk. This event takes place every year to celebrate those who are disabled while also supporting diversity and inclusion here at SHU. They will be at Arts and Sciences Hall, room 102, to create posters and other art that will be on display during the walk. This is the first of 2 prep events put on by the Best Buddies in preparation for the walk. The prep will serve as a great build-up to the walk, which is also a fundraiser for Best Buddies Nationals. It takes place on April 18th at 8 a.m. right between the University Center and Bowling Hall. Remember to check Engage on your Pirate Net and to download Cork, that's C-O-R-Q, on your mobile devices to know what, when, and where you can go to stay entertained here at SHU. This is Kia Colton presenting Campus Events. Back to you, Gino.
Was it rolling?
Oh yeah, that was great.
The 2026 iHeartRadio Music Awards show premiered on March 26th in Los Angeles, California. The event was hosted by Ludacris, who started the evening with a few jokes, including wanting to make the speeches short. Quote, "I want you to thank God and go." End quote. He got a few laughs on stage. Some of the biggest artists from all genres made an appearance, including Taylor Swift, Kendrick Lamar, SZA, Miley Cyrus, and Sabrina Carpenter. There were a lot of eye-catching moments, including Taylor Swift's and Travis Kelce's first appearance post-engagement. Speaking of Taylor Swift, she dominated the night with 7 awards, including Artist of the Year, Album of the Year, Pop Album of the Year, Pop Song of the Year, Best Music Video, Best Lyrics, and Favorite on Screen. This brings Swift's total to 41 at the iHeartRadio Awards, the most out of any artist. Other winners include Miley Cyrus for Innovator of the Year, Alex Warren for the Breakthrough Award, and Sabrina Carpenter for Pop Artist of the Year. Swift's acceptance speech was motivational and emphasized ignoring outside pressure and focusing on growth and creativity. Focusing in on Seton Hall, journalist and ESPN personality Stephen A. Smith visited campus on Tuesday, March 24th. Not only to talk to students, but record ESPN's popular sports TV show, First Take, and the Stephen A. Smith radio show right here in the Galler studio. So that means I'm sitting where Stephen A. Smith sat? Whoa. When Stephen A. Smith arrived to the South Orange campus, he was met by students eagerly waiting for him in the halls of the University Center. Stephen A. started his recording of First Take at 10 a.m. while giving a warm shout out to the students. Quote, "I'm here for the kids," end quote, Stephen A. said during his recording of First Take. After the show, he was gifted a mini statue of himself. After the First Take recording, Stephen A. transitioned to his radio show, where he again shouted out the Seton Hall student body. This particular recording sparked some controversy as he proceeded to take multiple shots at the New York Knicks, particularly their players Mikal Bridges and Josh Hart. The curtain behind me was open for the students during the radio show, and they were very excited to be shown on the show. After Stephen A.'s recording, he held a Q&A in the event room where he took questions from both sports media and business students. We even got a question from Manny Pereira, one of Shoot TV's own. This marks Stephen A. Smith's third time visiting the Seton Hall campus and taught the students that because of his ambition and drive, he was able to become one of the highest paid sports personalities in the world. Coming up next, we are joined by a Seton Hall student and entrepreneur, Jamie Simon, who is going to share her journey in starting her own perfume company. I even got a little sample. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
For all, forever. A promise that began 170 years ago and still guides us today. A legacy of knowledge, faith, and transformation, born of vision, built on community. We are one university with one mission, to create an immensity of future good, as Mother Seton once hoped, to prepare minds, to open doors, to lead with compassion. This is Seton Hall. Driven by purpose, united by faith, reason, and possibility. And now, a campaign to elevate every Setonian, for all, forever. A historic goal to touch every corner of our university and every member of our community. We prepare leaders through scholarship. We enrich education through immersive experience and global reach. We strengthen our cornerstones with academic excellence, research, and faith. Because every gift touches every student, today and for generations to come. For opportunity, for discovery, for community. Join us in shaping the next 170 years. For all, forever. A campaign for a greater Seton Hall.
Joining us now is Seton Hall student and entrepreneur, Jamie Simon, who recently opened her own perfume company. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
So I know the big story is you have your own perfume company, which we tested before the show, and it smells great. Even when you walked in here first thing they said, "Wow, you smell good." And it wasn't me. It was definitely not me. But I know. So tell me a little about yourself. Where are you from?
Absolutely. So I was born and raised in the Dominican Republic. I came here to the States in 2019. No friends, no family, no English, nothing. I've been living in New Jersey ever since. I've been coming to Seton Hall since 2022, so my 4 years of career have been here in Seton Hall. So grateful, so happy to be here. My major is public relations. I have a minor in journalism, and I added a business certificate also from here, Seton Hall. I'm a senior. I'm graduating in May. I can't wait.
So we're out of here.
Right? I mean, I love it here. Don't get me wrong, okay? But I'm very excited to go to the real world and kind of like apply the knowledge I gain in the classroom into the real life.
So you major in PR and you minor in journalism. Even though you have a certificate in business, what prompted you to make your own company where you didn't really study business?
So true. It's funny because I've always wanted to do something bigger than myself. I always wanted to create something that represents me. I just didn't know what that was. And I was always looking for different like business ideas. I was living on Amazon. When I was 16, I was gonna do like our Airbnb. Mind you, I had like $500 to my name, and like not even like a full credit score. And I was already thinking about like doing Airbnb. So I always had like this entrepreneurial mindset. And I love fragrances. My mom, she also loves fragrances. So I just started using them on my own, making them with the manufacturer. And my mom one day, she was like, why don't you create your own brand of perfume oils? And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm so busy. I go to school full time. I have 2 jobs. I don't have the time. And that was back in 2024. Last year, 2025, I was praying. I was literally praying to God. I was like, God, like, give me something. Give me an idea. I want to build something. I need something else. But that feels like me. And one day I was like, let me just do this. Like, what's the worst thing that can happen? Literally, like, what's the worst thing that can happen?
Yeah.
And I just did it. I went on Canvas and I started creating the designs, looking for the names, working with the manufacturer to create the scents that I wanted, how I wanted them. And that's how Pure came about.
So you mentioned before that you have a lot on your plate. Full-time student, own company. You're working 2 jobs.
Yes.
How do you balance all of that? Because I even myself, I have trouble balancing all the organizations I'm in. And you're even busier. I want to know how you balance everything.
It's not easy. I'm going to say that it's definitely not easy. I don't sleep a lot. I'm going to say that, okay?
I can imagine. How much sleep do you get?
About 5-6 hours of sleep.
Oh my gosh.
It's actually not bad. Sometimes it's worse.
5 hours? I need my 8 hours. I need my 8 hours.
I don't know how it feels like to have like 8 hours of sleep. Honestly, I don't know how it feels like to have a day off, like a complete day off. I'm never off. But it's just a matter of organizing yourself and setting your priorities straight. But also, don't overthink things, because sometimes we waste so much time thinking about what we have to do, and then we never actually do it. So it's a matter of knowing what you have to do and executing right away. Don't think about it so much. What I think that it's important to build now in our 20s so we can enjoy in our 30s and 40s. So right now, instead of partying hard, I'm working hard. My to-do list, it's insane. And I prioritize. I have my days. Friday, Saturday, and Sundays, I work at the restaurant. After I get out of work around 5 p.m., I don't go to like sleep. No, I grab my computer and I start working. Right after I get out of class, okay, what do I have to do? What do I have to call? And I just always in the go, 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 go. That's how I do it. It's a balanced life. I wouldn't say that, right? But I mean, I do find my moments to like hang out with my friends, enjoy time with my family. That's very important. But it's a matter of like always being on the go, go, go. What's next? What can I do? How can I be better?
I should take out my phone. I should get some notes. I need notes from you to balance everything. But let's move on to your perfume company. Your business. You said you created all the signs, all the advertisements on your own.
Yes.
Do you have anyone else on your team that helps you, or is it just one-man show? I'm doing this.
Hey, it's a one-man show, but I gotta say, my mom is the one that be with me in our living room, 11 p.m., filling up the perfume bottles at night. I'm so grateful for her. She's been an amazing support. But everything is me. From the design, the social media, the website, everything is me. I picture it in my head. And thank God I was able to bring it to life, but it's all me right here.
We have a huge entrepreneurial student body here, which I would definitely recommend they watch this episode. Because I'm going to watch this episode a few times and take notes themselves. But how did you, what was your first step like actually going on Canvas and creating those advertisements, or did you start making the perfume right away?
So I was wearing their perfumes for like a year and some change before I started the business. I was just like working with the manufacturer and having them for myself because, as I said, I love fragrances. But come on, they are expensive. They start like $120 all the way $250
That's
per
insane.
bottle. That is insane. So if I was able to buy one, I didn't want to use them every day.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I want to keep them, I want them to last for as much as possible. So it's like, okay, I spent $200 in this perfume and I don't get to use it every day, then what's the whole point, you know? So that's the idea of Pure. I was able to wear luxury scents every single day for any occasion. So estaría usando on my own, as I said. And then when I decided that I was going to do it, I went on ChatGPT and I said, okay, I want to do this. Give me name ideas. So I started with the name. And then I started creating more scents. And then I went on Canvas and I designed the logo, Pure. I like that it's very simple, minimalistic. But if you see it, it kind of gives you like, well, it's right here. Can I just like, if you see it, it's like simple, but it says a lot.
Yeah.
And the name Pure, it represents that the perfume oils, they don't have any alcohol. Because the regular perfumes, they do have alcohol, which hydrates your skin and evaporates quickly. So with Pure, I put a lot of emphasis on the skin, like hydrating the skin and also lasting even longer. So that was the first step. Getting the name, getting the logo, creating the Instagram, and going from there.
That's awesome. So I see here on the desk we have both female and male products. Did you want both, or were you like, let me just start on women's first, or this was your plan the whole time to go big from the start, make both female, male perfume and cologne? What was the process like on that decision?
I go big or I go home. Literally, I go big or I go home. I decided to do both at the same time, and I started with 4 scents for men and for women. And when I first did it, I bought 140 bottles of perfumes, and I told a friend, and he was like, "Are you sure that you're gonna start? Isn't that too much?" And I was like, well, I go big or I go home. Like, if I'm gonna risk it, might as well risk it all. You have to take calculated risks. You have to think, what's the worst thing that can happen? And if you can handle the worst case scenario, just go for it. Just go for it. So that was my whole idea for men and for women as well. I love fragrances, but I also like male, like colognes as well, you know? So I was like, I'm a girl. So I know what girls like, right? Guys use colognes for girls, quote unquote, right? So why not? So I risk it all from the start.
That's great advice, because I feel like a lot of people who want to start their business, they don't go for that mentality. They don't go, let me start small and then go big.
No.
But you're like, let me go big and then let's go even bigger.
Exactly. That's the whole point, because you have to, that's my personal opinion, this is my philosophy of life. You have to push yourself. Because if you don't push yourself, it's going to push you, you know what I mean? Like, you have to aim big. You have to set like a standard for yourself that you feel proud. It's hard. I'm not saying it's easy. Like, believe me, it's hard. Especially when those negative thoughts come attacking you every day. They have to tackle them. Like, it's real. But it's a matter of like, what do you want for yourself? How do you see yourself in 10 years? And what can you do today at this moment that will get you closer to where you want to be? That's the whole part of it.
I'm going to tell my friends immediately after this interview to watch the episode. Because not only me do I need it, some of my friends definitely need it as well. So going back to your company, going back to advertising, you have a pirate pitch coming up April 8th.
Yes.
Tell us a little about it, how your journey towards getting into the final round.
Oh my God, yes. So Seton, they wrote an article about me. So grateful for the opportunity. And Susan, she works for the entrepreneurial department here at Seton Hall. She reached out to me on email. She said, "Hey, I saw the article about you on Estonian. would you like to participate? And I was like, yes. I mean, one thing about me, I'll say yes to every good opportunity that comes my way. I'll say yes. Even if I'm scared, I'll say yes. I push myself to take those risks. So I was like, yes, let's do it. What do I have to do? Where do I sign up?
Let's do it.
And the first step was creating a executive summary about the business, which I did. And then, so it's 3 rounds. So the first round is executive summary. And then after you pass the second round, it's a 5-minute pitch on Teams. So you have to create a deck about your business, or mind you, for Pirate Switch, you don't need to have like an actual business. It could be a business idea that you have, as long as it's something that is innovative. And then I passed the second round. Yay, I was so nervous. And thankfully I got to the finals. Now I have to create a business plan. And also we have the in-person pitch on Wednesday, April 8th at 6:30 p.m.
April 8th.
Yes,
April
you
8th.
have to
Tune
come,
in.
please, and support.
Where's it going to be?
In the theater.
In the theater. Okay.
Yes.
That's right here. That's a few steps.
Exactly.
Right here.
Guys, I'll see you here, please. Come support all of the entrepreneurial students that are there creating amazing things.
That's awesome. So, before we run out of time, what is one piece? You gave a lot of advice. What is one piece of advice that you would give to upcoming entrepreneurs, Seton Hall students, all college students?
Tough. One piece of advice: take risks, and take them while you're young. Like right now, we're so young. The world is our oyster. Let's not hold ourselves back because of what my friends are gonna think. What if this happened? What if that happened? As I said previously, picture the worst case scenario, and if you can handle it, go ahead. You wanna take risks now when you're young. Not when you're like 30, you have a whole family that depends on you. Right now, we have nothing to lose. Learn as much as you can, but also always believe in yourself and find something that you like. Because when you like what you do, you're gonna get tired, but you're gonna get back up the next day with even more energy than the day before. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Well, everyone, thank you so much. And thank you so much for joining us and sharing your experience with us today. That's all for tonight. Thank you for watching. My name is Gino Granado. Have a good night.